Hi, I'm Kimberly with the Fat Quarter Shop, and I'm here with Bonnie and Camille, and we're on the backing of our Snapshots Quilt Along. Now remember, this benefits the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, so we're asking for a $5 donation for this block. Now, just so you know, this block finishes at 12 by 16, so you could actually put this block on the front of the quilt if you wanted to. We love this block because this pulls together the whole concept of the snapshots, the photo album, how important photography is, and it was just so fitting since Camille's such a wonderful photographer. And so we were wondering, Bonnie, how are you with photos?
Well, when I was a child, I didn't have very many photos, and so I decided when I got married that I was going to make sure that my kids had lots and lots of pictures.
And we do.
And
a lot.
They do. So I would make them stand by signs or take a picture in the restaurant
Or on
everywhere
the side of the freeway by
we went.
Pizza Hut sign. Yeah.
Yes. I was going to make sure that they had lots and lots of pictures of their childhood.
Yeah. And so when I had my kids, it only seemed fitting to continue that, and they also have many, many photos. And recently we went to Disneyland as a family, and my son Cannon, he found my old point and shoot, and so he took it with him to Disneyland, and he's been taking photos now. So it's something that has been passed down through our family, and we're just so grateful for all the memories that we've been able to capture with all these different snapshots. And we're so grateful that you asked us to be a part of this special quilt.
Thank you for your support, and we cannot do this without all of your support. We're trying to raise as much money as possible, so please donate today. And Moda, along with Fat Quarter Shop, will match your donations up to $10,000. Download the Snapshots pattern at the Fat Quarter Shop. Cut your fabrics and label them with your alphabetties. Use our full color 2000 since it matches the day sale fabric perfectly. Sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance and press according to the pattern. To make the camera button unit, you're going to assemble a fabric H square and a fabric K rectangle, press, then add your fabric G rectangle. To make your center flashbulb unit, you're going to assemble 2 fabric M rectangles and 1 fabric S rectangle. In this step, we'll be making corner squares, and we'll be using this technique throughout the quilt. Draw a line on the wrong side of the fabric L squares from corner to corner with a friction pen. We're using a friction pen since the ink will disappear with heat later. Place a fabric L square on the right end of a fabric E rectangle. Now on this one, you're going to pay attention to the direction of your stripes, so your stripes will be sideways here and up and down here. Stitch directly on your line, trim a 1/4 inch away from your seam, and press. You're going to make 1 left flash bulb unit. Now with your fabric F rectangles and your fabric L square, you're going to make 1 right flash bulb unit. Assemble the 4 units we just made to make your top camera unit. Assemble a fabric J rectangle and a fabric 2 rectangle, press. Then add 2 fabric Y squares. Then take this unit and add a fabric N square, and you're going to have your left camera unit. Add 4 fabric V corner squares to your fabric A square. You're going to have 1 partial lens unit. Add 2 fabric X rectangles and press. Then you're going to add 2 fabric W rectangles and a fabric Q rectangle to make your framed lens unit. Add 2 fabric O corner squares and 2 fabric P corner squares. You're going to make sure your fabric O is at the top and fabric P's are at the bottom. You're going to press to have 1 lens unit. Now you're going to add 2 fabric Z corner squares again at the top, and you're going to have your center camera unit. Assemble a fabric 3 rectangle and a fabric R rectangle, press. Then you're going to add this unit to the 2 units made previously for your bottom camera unit. Assemble your top camera unit your fabric 1 rectangle, and your bottom camera unit. Now you've assembled your camera block, which is 12 by 16 and can substitute for any horizontal block within the front of the quilt. Add 2 fabric D rectangles and press. Then add 2 fabric C rectangles and 2 fabric 5 rectangles. You're going to have your center backing unit. To make your backing stripes, assemble 9 fabric I rectangles, press, then add 2 fabric B rectangles. You're going to make 2 backing stripes. Now we're going to make our border stripes. You're going to want to pay attention to the placement of the fabric because you've got 4 different units. On all of them, you're going to assemble a fabric U rectangle and a fabric 4 rectangle, press, then add a fabric 6 rectangle. And you're just going to want to pay attention to the direction on each of the units. You're going to make 4 total. Using the units we made previously, you're going to make 1 left backing unit. Pay attention to the direction of your red fabrics. And now make your right backing unit. Assemble the left backing unit, the center backing unit, and the right backing unit and press. Then add your fabric T rectangles to the top and bottom and your backing is all done. When I give my quilt and my backing to my long arm quilter, I mark the top of each and then I tell my quilter to make sure that camera is centered and straight all the way across the back for a beautiful quilt.
Thanks for watching. This is our last video in the Snapshots Quilt Along.
But please continue to donate to St. Jude's.
As you share your blocks, don't forget to hashtag FQS Snapshots.